Would you rather be the muse or the maker? What if the version of you that seems most on brand is the one that feels least like you? The world wants you to be consistent, but consistency is just another word for predictable. And predictable women rarely make history. But no worries. Welcome to the era of multi-hyphenates, where we're embracing and resisting to picking just one lane. But to be honest, it's not a flex. It's just life. And with it comes burnout, identity whiplash, and from all that hat switching, hello, you're also constantly managing expectations. And I'm gonna tell you the one thing that Rihanna does that most multi-hyphenates miss. But first, we have to be clear here that being a multi-dimensional woman is less about the multiple titles and more about the multiple truths. That's why they sold us that pick a niche juice. And I don't know about you, but I drank it. You know, that category, that searchable identity. Let's be honest, consistency became survival. And as it relates to personal style, I thought I was all over the place. We've heard it all before: capsule wardrobe, timeless pieces. If you haven't worn it in 6 months, it doesn't spark joy, so all right, so let's just get rid of everything that doesn't fit the aesthetic. And for a while, I dressed like a minimalist, all neutral. It was very easy and on trend. Girl, I curated myself into a corner. That is not who I am. I needed to give myself permission to express all sides of me and feel like myself again. And that's when I realized maybe being hard to categorize is actually the point. Let me break this down. You see this rock? Looks ordinary. You can surely polish the outside, zhuzh it up. But what makes it beautiful is the pressure, the cracks, the color hiding inside. And it took this rock thousands of years to create the beauty that we're looking at. You will see people on the internet teaching you how to package yourself. I'll admit we do that here too, but I'm also here to remind you how to be yourself. Branding is the shell, you know, the part the world sees first. It's polished, filtered, edited, and digestible. But identity is what's inside. It's formed in darkness, under pressure, over time. Even Barbie, the one who has done it all, felt the pressure. She evolved. She questioned her identity beyond just stereotypical Barbie. Okay, so let's get back to Rihanna. She built Fenty, which, by the way, is a billion-dollar brand, off being multidimensional. From music, fashion, beauty to business and motherhood, she's a mogul, an icon, a disruptor. She's the muse in the campaign and the maker in the boardroom. Now, what she does that most miss is this. She never justifies the shift. She went from umbrella to Fenty to lingerie to Super Bowl halftime performer while visibly pregnant. And guess what? At no point did she ever release a statement explaining, here's why this makes sense for my brand. She just did it. And those who got it, got it. Meanwhile, here you are drafting a post explaining why you're allowed to evolve. Stop. Stop explaining. Stop apologizing. You don't owe anyone that kind of access. We're looking at a beautifully formed crystal. But here's what they don't show you: the pressure that it takes to form these gorgeous crystals. Pressure is where the layers form. The pressure of evolution, from career pivots to balancing hustle with the home. There's the pressure of society, womanhood, motherhood, relationships, burnout, starting over. And there's the pressure of being seen, visibility, performance, beauty. Baby, this is not something you can screenshot or wardrobe haul your way to. This is what you get from letting life sculpt you. We keep mistaking curating for clarity. The mistake is thinking that if we just curate well enough, we'll arrive at a clear sense of personal style. But curating is often just surface level organizing. You can have a beautifully curated wardrobe that still doesn't reflect who you are or how you actually live. And I know this firsthand. Aesthetics and creating trends is quite literally my job and has been for half my life. So yes, on one hand, I love branding. Branding can package what's already true so people recognize you faster. It can make your message easier to remember and share. And it also creates consistency across platforms. However, branding cannot give you values or taste. It also can't replace lived experience or integrity. And it sure as hell cannot make a fractured self feel whole. What I'm saying is, don't edit yourself to fit the mood board, you know? So here's my take. Being multidimensional isn't about doing everything. It's about owning everything you already are. You don't have to earn the right to be many things. You don't even have to claim you're a multi-hyphenate. You were already divinely created to be that way. And the world will try to shrink you because smaller women are easier to manage. They will call you inconsistent when you are actually an infinite visionary. They will ask you to brand what you haven't lived, to announce a self that you're still becoming. Resist that. Let your life lead your look. Let your daily choices teach your closet who you are. Matter of fact, how about tomorrow you wear something you never wear because it doesn't fit your aesthetic? I mean, you don't owe the world a consistent version of you. Look at Cher. She's a multi-generational movie star, pop diva, rock icon, and style chameleon. She's constantly evolving her look and her sound while keeping her essence. So I invite you to be the woman whose closet holds multiple lives and still makes sense. You are not too much. You're a multi. And multi is the point. You owe yourself the freedom to be inconsistent on purpose, to reinvent, contradict, expand, and evolve infinitely. And that is evolution in real time. Those are the crystals forming. And if you're making people uncomfortable, that is proof that you were onto something. When you start dressing, creating, and living as if all your layers belong together, you become unpredictable. And you, my dear friend, unpredictable women are dangerous because they can't be sold an identity that they already own. If you're loving it, please give this video a like. It goes a long way in paying it forward for the next woman who needs to hear this message. Take care. I love you, and I'll see you cutie pies in the next one. Bye.